Hey guys, SaintsWarcry here doing some amateur casting on Amateur Casting TV. Woohoo! Today we're doing StarCraft 2. I love StarCraft 2. You'll see me. Ooh, look, that's me playing Red Terran. I'm down in the bottom left. This is a 1v1 on a 4-player map. We got the 4 spawns, and in the top left is the blue Zerg called Skyscream. Ooh, Skyscream. Kind of cool. Cool name. Sounds like the Transformer there. But enough with my nerdiness. This game is probably going to be a pretty interesting one. I am pretty amateur, as you might guess, with my gaming. Sorry, just needed a little swig of water there. We're going to see my amateur gaming, and if you guys watch my amateur gaming and notice any flaws or anything that could help me, please don't hesitate to let me know, because I'm always open for criticism, constructive criticism. Obviously, don't ream me, but I love to get tips, and if you ever want to play with me, if you ever want to teach me how to play better, I'm always up for it, so just let me know. We've got the just kind of normal opener it looks like right now. I'm right here, what I'm doing is trying to scout, make sure I'm not getting 6 pulled, because I'm not a grandmaster player, so that's not always uncommon in my league. I believe in this season I was high gold actually, but still just gotta play safe. We see Skyscream going for hatch first here, so he's dropping his hatchery. Gonna help him with eco. I also am feeling a little ballsy and going with the command center first. Then you're going to see me drop my barracks here, it looks like. Yep, there's the barracks. Got the hatchery coming up still, and then he just barely dropped his spawning pool, so he's going to have pretty good follow-up on that hatchery, hopefully with some Zergling aggression. Got the extractor down, and we're just about to drop, there it is, that refinery right there. And so like I said, just kind of normal opening, still not finding that Zerg base. Yep, still have no idea where it is. Well, I guess I know where it is now by process of elimination, but don't know what's going on. So hopefully it's not a 6 pull is what I'm thinking at this point. Just gonna create this barracks, and then as soon as it's done, just try and get some Marines and a bunker out for safety. We're gonna see the Zerg guy here. He's just got his hatchery, his second hatchery popped, and he's now getting his overlord into the base. So he's gonna come in here, and he sees my orbital command morphing. And does he scout any tech here? No, because there's nothing there. Okay, look at that. So now we see my SCV gathering some scouting information. I didn't see the spawning pool,
Upgrade
but I can
complete.
probably assume it's there because we're 4.5 minutes into the game. Wouldn't make sense if it wasn't. We got the saturation going on, beginning at my second here, also orbital command morphing. This overlord's just going to hang out for a while and see what he sees while he can. Meanwhile, my SCV is just going to kind of do the same, just hang out. Got some Zerglings going across the map, and this overlord is going to scout this factory that just went down. Got a Marine in a bunker, so if these 2 Zerglings are the only thing that's going to come my way, that's probably going to be just fine with me. We are getting metabolic boost for Zerglings. Going to get that going, get the speed. We're getting the Queen for this expansion. One popular Zerg tactic is, while this expansion is being made, make a Queen. Obviously he couldn't have done that because of the spawning pool wasn't even created, but he could have created a Queen, injected, then walked it over there while another Queen was being made at this hatchery. And then this he does decide to pop down a spine crawler, because I guess this SCV is a very large threat, so he kills it. Meanwhile, there was some Zerglings that ran in here, they got killed, and so he knows that I've got Marines, and sees I have a factory, he's probably betting on a 1-1-1, which is exactly what I did, and a build, and maybe marine drops or something like that. But now he's got a good amount of Zerglings coming out. This is actually kind of a lot of Zerglings. Look at that, like 20 of them, and there's more even. Got lots of them coming in. And yeah, what I was going for with these supply depots is to increase that area that the Zerglings would have had to run to enclose this bunker. We're gonna see him come up in here and just run. He's gonna try and make it up into this ramp, but it's blocked, so he can't. I do have 2 Hellions here ready for them, but they are definitely going to take out this bunker. There's no way for my SCVs to repair, but he was not. I feel like he could have been a lot more aggressive with these Zerglings than he actually was. At this point, he went for supply depots, which I guess is okay, but we're both kind of safe in the supply department right now. He could have easily chased these SCVs into the main base as well, but he let himself get pushed away by just like a few Hellions. Meanwhile, he's getting more Zerglings, looks like, kind of droning up more. He's actually oversaturated on his main just a little bit. He could easily transfer those to his second base, his expansion. But I know Zerg is pretty micro-intensive, especially compared to a Terran player. Compared to Terran, I swear with Terran you just have to A-click and you win. Just kidding, that's not true. But the pretty much good timing on this supply depot wall right here, keeping those Zerglings out. He did manage to stop the building of that supply depot, but they... Oh, and now he's morphing Banelings. He did have that Baneling nest drop, and he's over halfway done with centrifugal hooks, so that'll probably pay off for him as well with busting down that wall anyway. Not a too crazy bad way to tear down a wall is Baneling bust. It's a pretty popular tactic against Terran, especially when you got the barracks and supply depots up here. Just run your Banelings to the front, boom, boom, you're dead and your Zerglings are in. We've got this Spire almost is done too, just finished. So we're going to probably see some mutas from him soon. Now we've got siege tanks coming out for me, also Hellbats. We've got that armory up, so we can do that. Oh, now we're getting a Reaper going on here. Meanwhile, these Banelings are going to come running in. That. And do manage to kill that wall and a couple Hellions, but nothing else comes of it. He must have forgotten about these Zerglings, because if they were like right here, they could have just run in like a waterfall and drench my mech army with death. We do see some mutas coming out now. 9 mutas queued up for Sky Scream. We also see this drop coming out. He does have vision of it, like a lot of vision of it actually, but I don't know if he was paying attention enough to spot it. Maybe he did. Maybe that's what he's going for right here with a little counter attack. They kind of get pot-shotted by this siege tank, so he's going to pull off there. Meanwhile, we've got this Reaper keeping an eye on this third base. He's still getting this one saturated. He's got a lot of mutas, so that's going to be a little scary for this drop right here. Yeah, and I'm getting level 1 upgrades. He's getting level 1 flyer attacks. So I'm just doing what I can with this drop right now. And he's actually pulling his Zerglings back to help with the fight. I tried to be all Gosu and drop right there and try and kill stuff, which actually did a lot of damage because he kept the mutas on that medevac there. But the overall outcome was just kind of meh. Right? So now we just kind of sit here for a second. Looks like this would be an ideal time for me to take my third base, having just kind of made him pull back everything. I do have the resources to handle it right now, and Yep, there it is. I'm dropping my third, so I read my own mind. Oh, I could have even like made a fourth, but probably, yep. Ooh, getting some Widow Mines to help with defense, it looks like. Got a Thor out. 2 more Thors queued up, getting some Marines. Marines are really good for just kind of soaking up extra minerals. Obviously I should have worked on saturating this mineral patch more, but basically the #1 way to win the first step, I should say, in winning StarCraft is spending your money. Oh, look, there's one of those mines, getting a pot shot on some mutas. So we see some hefty group of mutas coming in and just gonna do a number on this mineral line, pulling off the SCVs. Do have this these Widow Mines here to defend. They're actually kind of a nice, like a mobile missile turret, but now is when I'm regretting this placement right here. They really should have been over here. He manages to take out that engineering bay before getting shot one more time by a Widow Mine, and so I can't build turrets right now. He's getting a lot more mutas coming up, so he's going to have a hefty pack of mutas. I'm also going to pick off some of my Hellbats because they obviously cannot shoot up. Got a group of Zerglings over here. He probably could have just swooped in here and taken out a lot of stuff with that big pack of mutas that he has. Meanwhile, he's dropping it. He drops his 3rd and 4th bases, which I believe I did manage to scout with that last Reaper that was right here, but he got picked off by mutas over here. So he's got a pretty. How many units is that? That's a pretty hefty group. Yeah, we're kind of even on army, but he's got me on workers. Let's look at the units killed. Yeah, he's killed a lot more workers than I have, obviously, but I've killed more of his Zerglings and things like that. Now he's going for Flyer Carapace and making more queens, getting those expansions up, and meanwhile I'm just sticking to my mech, which is, you know, not a bad play against Baneling Zergling Muta, because it does kind of force you to keep you in your base. Ooh, look at that, there's something going on. So we did see these mutas moved in. Got a lot of shots on that mineral line, also kind of denying expansion to this 3rd base right here for now, because he's got that air presence. It's like, meanwhile, got a drop going on over here of these just roasting that. This guy has 8 kills. Managed to kill a lot of stuff over here. They did actually take out a queen before they managed to burn up some other drones. But man, you just gotta love that mobility on those mutas. So nice, like that's what makes them so terrifying for Terran, and if the Terran's not careful, he can get really turtled up, like forced to turtle up by a Zerg player, because, well, I feel like Terran is really naturally turtley. They have bunkers and turrets and all that fun stuff, and siege tanks, they're like awesome for that. But when you have a million mutas all over your base, it really makes your Thors kind of useless. Because, especially me right now, I have a pretty hefty investment in Thors. So hopefully I'll stop making Thors. I'm getting Blue Flame finally. It's real close to done. Just going to drop these Hellbats right here coming in, roasting, and then we see a big group of enemies respawning, but right as Blue Flame finishes, so they do manage to take out a good amount of drones before they go down. So even though I lost that drop, I feel like it was cost effective because we were able to kill a lot of drones and disrupt his mining process there. Also got his army out of position. But you'll see that he kind of takes this really actually pretty smart route to my base, not just like the straight route, because obviously I have mines here now too, but right here, he could have gone in, and I barely noticed him with this one Hellion. I was like, or Hellbat. I was like, oh crap! And he pulls back. Actually, he could have just ran straight in. Look at that. No wall here. Walls down. Walls down. Just could have gone in and done like heck of damage, and that would have been really bad. But I did queue up a supply depot wall about just like immediately after, because my resource management wasn't going so hot right here. But yeah, that side path he took to the base really paid off for him, because those Widow Mines would have thinned him out pretty good as he was running by, because they do really good damage against large packs of Zerglings like this. A Zergling only has 35 health, and a Widow Mine does, let's see, 125 damage against units. So just like that, just in a snap of a finger, like 10 of those Zerglings, not 10, like 5 of them are dead. And you need a detector to see them, obviously. So now we're seeing some more aggression here. I'm doing another drop, just trying to keep those expansions under wraps. Meanwhile, just kind of getting a little more aggressive with my ground force, hoping to keep him split up. We do see a lot of kills from these Hellbats before they go down. He actually had to pull the drones into the fight. And those Zerglings did try to catch up to that army, but they ended up getting fried. But this Muta pack, look at that. That's just like, how many mutas is that? That's way too many to count. Or to do math for. He's just being pretty smart now, just sniping command centers. But I'm just like, screw it, I'm going in. So I've got a large army here, 180 supply to 132 supply. But this is again where that Muta's mobility comes in. Look at that, that's so great. Like, just straight across the map, like super nice. He's obviously got to be careful of these packs of Thors, because they can do pretty good damage against air. Yeah, they do 16 damage against air with their upgrades, and when they're all packed tight like this, that can be really dangerous for Mutas. There I am, taking out that second. I'm just going straight for the main base, going for tech. So also these Vikings are going to get some Overlord kills, so that'll be fun. Look at that, the big group of Mutas coming in. Oh man, just barely missed that range from the Widow Mines. Gonna take out that Spire, just focusing on tech now. Got the hive down. Meanwhile, he's gonna be doing the same thing. Coming in, mops up some supply depots. They do fly over some Widow Mines coming in, but he kills that. Oh, I did manage to build a second command center, and he did not scout it. And then I just run it away. So we're both in full base race mode, because he's got a hidden expansion and I've got a hidden expansion, and now he's just picking off things, I'm just picking off things, coming in, trying to find stuff. And I do remember that there's this base, so what I did here was just to try, and I realized that this is probably not his only base, so this is where I just start sending units every which way to find bases after this, because I kill this and then realize that he's not going to be revealed soon. And meanwhile, he's coming around with that huge pack of Mutas and gonna do lots of damage on supply depots and those factories right there. I feel like if he had a priority target, it'd probably be these things, and then obviously this, where did he go? That command center, but he has no idea where that's at. So I send some Thors that way, he's sending drones this way. Meanwhile, I'm finding this base, and there it is. He is out of structures, so he loses the game, but you know, can't win them all. It was a valiant fight on Skyscream's part. Skyscreams. I don't know how to say that right. Skyscream's part? Yes, that's how you say it. Pretty good fight. I feel like I could have been more aggressive with multi-prong drops and done a lot of damage to his economy and to his tech as well, keeping queens at bay and having him to rebuilding queens, forcing him to rebuild queens. Also, he could have done a lot better at harassing me with those mutas and really committing to an attack. Because, like, in all honesty, with that huge pack of Zerglings he had, let's see, that's 50, it's 25 minerals a Zergling, right? And with 20 Zerglings, that's like, sure, it's like 800 gas, or 800 minerals, but he could have easily cut through my supply depot wall, could have easily cut through those units that I had, and then done so much damage to my expo, and if not, get up into my main. And so, if he had really just committed to attacks, also, with this amount of mutas, I don't play Zerg, and I feel like I would have been able to micro enough to been able to throw like 12 here, 12 here, and 12 here. It's like StarCraft 1 style, you know. 12 unit control groups. Man, those are the days. But, you know, good game. GG, for sure. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate subscribers and commenters and likers and lovers and gamers of all kinds. So, thanks for watching. Keep gaming on. And this has been SaintsWarcry.